Doña Chinita me la meneaba sobre la cama de mi hermano. What does it mean? This is a winner.
On the day of the Champions League final in London, so it's the 1st of June, and I was doing the normal job. I was doing the normal fan interview outside the stadium. So we approached this group of Real Madrid fans outside Wembley. They were celebrating, they were chanting. It all seemed very happy. It all seemed very fun, you know. So we approached them and then we asked them, "Is it okay we ask you a few questions?" And so they said yes. They were very welcoming. The main guy in the video, which turns out to be Rodrigo Sanz, he started singing the song to us. So I was like, this is so bad because you made me think this was a good song.
What does it mean? This is a winner, Madrid. Okay.
And now I've seen it. Now people have seen it. Now I must say that this is a racial attack on Chinese people. So we were actually recommended by our friends to firstly write to La Liga VS, so it's their, anti-racism platform. We wrote to them, wrote to Real Madrid's media team also, and then I reported to the police. I reported to the London police, and I reported a hate crime. And in terms of press outlets, I got in touch with numerous British press outlets, Spanish press outlets, but then we didn't really hear back from them. In my opinion, at the moment, it's not really working, because in my understanding, working would mean that Real Madrid or the fan itself or that person that sang the song himself would stand up and own it and apologize to the Chinese fans that have watched this video, that are offended by this video, apologize to me and my team. And that's what I call working. We receive a response from La Liga saying they take this matter very seriously. And in terms of Real Madrid, nothing. I have not received one response from Real Madrid. Yeah, apart from, the Chinese embassy in Spain, they were kind enough. It surprised me as well because I didn't want to go that far at the beginning. But it was surprising, and it was very pleasing to see that our embassy in Spain have stood up for us to speak and to make a response. Also, I think I want to mention as well. So I got in touch with the person himself, Rodrigo Sanz, and his father, Lorenzo Sanz, online on Instagram and Twitter. So I had a conversation with Lorenzo Sanz. He first apologized to me personally, and then he refused to admit that it was a racial sort of thing. You can't rewrite the song, right? You sang that song. Your son sang that song himself. So if he was brave enough to sing this song in front of our camera, he should be brave enough to stand up and apologize in front of camera as well. And in this case, it's not only a fan and a club. This is a family that has a relationship with the club. So I think in this case, Real Madrid has a responsibility. They might not have a direct responsibility for this behavior, but they have a responsibility to address this behavior and to act on it. We need to know, fans need to know, are you allowing this? Are you encouraging this? As a club, if your fan or if your staff or anyone associated with you are doing this to people from other countries, are you encouraging this or are you going against it? There is no in between in these matters, and the only one action that you cannot take is stay silent. So that's education. You need to put those videos on the screen, on the big screens in the stadium. No discrimination, no racism, and then you have different sorts of players. You have Asian players, black players, African players, players from everywhere. Policing as well. 15 years ago, racial abuse is not seen as a crime, and that's it. Nowadays, they take it seriously. You can say, I've made a mistake, it was a bad joke, it was not racist, it was you can say all sorts of things. You cannot decide if this is racism. We decide if this is racism.